going on, everybody? This is Tik Littlejohn, also known as LittlejohnFit. Thank you for tuning in. Today I'm going to be talking about foam rolling. Yes, I'm talking about these things right here. I get a lot of questions about foam rolling, and I'm here to answer everything and give you all that I know. So I hope this video help you, and I hope you recover, be more active, and get more fit. Choose what type of foam roller do you roll. So you have your, let's go over here, let's bring these here. You have your beginner foam roller. As I say, this is for those who just started out working out. This is much softer, okay? I believe styrofoam for most of this. You can find this on Amazon, not that expensive, but these are for the beginners, okay? If you've been working out for a while and you got very dense muscles, you might have to increase that a little bit and go a little bit with this type of foam roller with more of a harder silicone inside, all right? So you got a harder base. This is one of my favorite ones to use, but for those who are like athletes, those who are very extreme athletes who have been working out for some time and have very dense muscles and you want to get a little deeper, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be fun, but if you want to get a little deeper, you can use this. Now this looks terrifying. This is not the best or not the funnest roller to use, but you get used to it. You know, like everything else in life you don't like, eventually you become friends with it, eventually. But this is one of the ones I use the most. It works really well by getting into small points with these little knots here and really dig into some of the tension I have in my body. So the thing about foam rolling, to tell you guys and also to inform you, this is a form of recovery or activation, pre and post exercise, that is called SMR, soft myofascial release. Now this is soft, let me say it again, soft myofascial release. Now I have to practice saying that. So yeah, but SMR. So these foam rollers are good to work on myofascial release. There's other ways to also use for myofascial release, like a lacrosse ball, or I also use a kettlebell sometimes to get deeper in some of these muscles that is hard for me to get into. Let me start off with the basics. I'm gonna use my favorite roller, and I'm gonna show you guys some simple movements. And I'm gonna show you the routine that I do with all my clients, what I like to kind of target the entire body, and then talk about specific movements and muscle groups that you guys could focus more on, definitely if you have tightness in certain areas. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I lay this flat, all right? I'm gonna take my time so you guys can follow along, and if you want to just follow along with me. So I always start off with the back here. I always put my hands behind my head, or I like to hug myself. Self-love is very important, people, okay? Self-love is important. So I go big hugs here, and I lift my hips to add more pressure to my shoulders. I relax my neck. I go all the way to the middle of my spine. Some cracks, okay? And I go all the way back up. Now, I spend about 20 seconds in each position, right? Past 20 seconds, would it make a big difference? Probably not. If you want to, it's your preference. I ain't gonna tell you what to do. I'm just gonna show you how to do it. All right. So now, we're gonna talk about getting right underneath your armpits to get a little bit of the lat, so your lat muscles come all the way down to your sides, okay? So you're gonna go right underneath the armpit, right, you know, the pit is here, right in line with the pit, okay? Find that sweet spot. It doesn't supposed to be comfortable, people, just to say that now. It's gonna hurt. It doesn't supposed to be comfortable, but it shouldn't be extremely painful. If you're a beginner, it might be extremely painful, but over some time, I promise, it will feel better. But right underneath the armpit, you wanna get right in there, right? and you want to do some small rolling back and forth. Now you might have to find your sweet spot by leaning forward a little bit or leaning back. Leaning back seems to be the one that works the best for me. And then go ahead and do some small rolling using your obliques and your hips to help you move up and down. Okay, extend your arm out, make your arm nice and straight. Now if you find a really good spot that's really tender, I want you to sit on that spot right there and just hold that position. Don't move, just breathe, exhale, allow yourself to sink into the foam roller, okay? And then this is the second part that I also like to do once I'm in this position here. I like to go ahead and add some movement so I can open up my lat and my rotator cuff just a little bit. And I'm gonna go as far as I can above my head, and then go as far as I can down, connecting into the roller. Oh yeah. You guys are gonna thank me later. I'm telling you. I'm gonna give you the backside view. Watch it now. You're gonna have to pay for that. Once again, I'm right at the armpit level. I'm making small movements up and down, using my hips to help me move, and I'm getting right in there. Oh yeah. Once I find a good spot that I find nice and tender, not too extreme, go ahead and do some rotation, right all the way above the head, and release down. You guys notice that I'm not going extremely fast here. I am taking my time. Sorry, I don't mean to turn my back to you, but I want you guys to see a different view and watch me as I move, okay? Now from here, I take this, I like to get to the lower back, okay? So I take the roller, I lay it right at the bottom of my back, right above the butt cheek, like right before the cheek meets back. I put it right there. I'll lay down on it. Oh yeah. So I go here. This is good for the lower back. Okay, now I'm focused on releasing my lower back, and I don't want to always put direct pressure on the middle of my spine. So I'm gonna try to target the muscles on the side of my back muscles, and I'm gonna get the love handles. Okay, we're gonna target the love handles. So I call this like the windshield wiper. Take your knees. I want you to sway them all the way to the right, and then we're gonna sway all the way to the left. So I'm gonna start with the right. I'm gonna try to drop my knees down to the floor, keeping my shoulders flat to the floor. Try to touch, right? Rotate, get to the other side. Make sure you guys breathe. Just keep breathing. Now for my desk people, this is it. I promise you this is it. Okay. Oof. All right, if you're sitting around a lot, if your hips are not getting a lot of movements, that movement right there might become your best friend. Now, I got something else for you. Now we're gonna stay in this position here. All right, we're gonna take one knee and we're gonna bring it into our chest. So I'm gonna take my right knee, I'm gonna squeeze it in, all right? And I'm not gonna be gentle with myself, people. I'm gonna tug this knee in. I got some work to go to. And I'm gonna take my left leg and I'm gonna extend it out. And I'm gonna flex my toes, all right? And I'm gonna pull this in as hard as I can, right? This right here is stretching all of this in this position and also getting into my back. Now, once I'm locked in this position, I like to slightly tilt to the right just so I can get a little bit more on that hip and only on my right side of my back. Make sure we are breathing. Deep exhale, people, deep exhale. All right, go ahead and flip that. Bring that in, big tug. Slightly rotate to the left. Breathe. Make it a little bit uncomfortable. Take all the air out of your gut. Deep exhales. All right, bring your feet down. Next, I'm gonna sit on top of the roller, right? So I'm gonna take this roller. Now we're gonna get more into the hip right here. Okay, we'll get more on that hip side and also on the glutes. So I'm gonna take my right knee and I'm gonna cross it over top of my left. Okay, and then I'm gonna put all the pressure only on my right hip. So I'm gonna lift up, put it right cheek only. Okay, just the right cheek, not the left. You shouldn't be in the middle. You shouldn't be like tilting to the side. It should be all the way right cheek only. And I take my right hand down. So whatever side that I'm rolling, that's the side that my hand is gonna be down, okay? Then I'm gonna take my time here and I'm gonna go all the way to the top of the cheek. And I'm gonna go all the way to the bottom. I'm gonna spend some time rolling out that hip. For my desk people once again, or those who got tight hips, this is gonna have you screaming, okay? Okay. But this will become your best friend. This will help out a lot with those tight hips. I'm giving you all the formula for free. Follow your boy, LittlejohnFit. All right, take your time here. All right, we're gonna flip that. Just like a pancake, just flip it over, just like a pancake. Other side. Let's roll out the left hip. Let's spend our time here. Now, I do this before I exercise. And I do it after. Definitely on leg day. I do this after leg day. It kind of helps with all the buildup of lactic acid that builds up in the body from all the exercises I do for my lats, for my glutes, my hamstrings, and my quads, okay? All right, I mean, your back too, but that's for back day. But when I do legs, this helps out a lot. Definitely when I start to do long distance running, foam rolling out my hips, my back, my legs, my calves, my shins, the whole nine, just like the whole thing, it makes me go the next day without walking in aching pain, okay? Who likes that? Nobody likes to be in pain. So I suggest after you have a good workout, no matter what you do, hop on the foam roller or do some very long static stretching. Now, static stretching is holding a position. That's for another video. We're gonna talk about that later. But static stretching and foam rolling is good for post-workouts. You heard me? All right, now that I got the hips, I wanna get my hamstrings. Now, I'm gonna use my hands to lift myself up. Now, you have a issue with lifting yourself up, it's totally fine. All right, we're gonna just slide your butt across the floor, and we're gonna get those hammies and let that roller go right where the knee meets and all the way up as high as you can when it meets the glute, okay? So keep your legs straight, all right? Go all the way down and then all the way up. Let's do that for about 20 seconds. Now, if you need more pressure, if you got thick thighs like your boy, okay, because I do legs 100%, cross it over and add more pressure. So take that leg and put it right on the thigh. That was a good slap, man. Put it right on the thigh, and we're gonna lift up, and we're gonna add, just gonna get in there. Just gonna get in there. Oh man, don't mind me. My hammies feel the most after I do my running, and this helps a lot. All right, go ahead and switch it. If you haven't already, follow along. All right, so the same method we just did for the hamstrings, I want to do for the calves. All right, but just like your hamstrings, we're gonna have to lift ourselves up, right? Use our body and go ahead and roll it back and forth. Now, with the calves, also with the hamstrings that I didn't talk about, you can also rotate your legs out or rotate your legs in. In other words, you could turn out or you could turn in to target different parts of your hamstring and your calf. because they are a muscle group that is divided into multiple muscle groups. So you don't just got one fat muscle, okay? There are smaller muscles that combines together that makes the hamstring and makes the calf. So spend some time on the lateral side and spend some time on the medial side. So more inside. Is it medial? Middle. Just say middle, okay? Getting scientific with the terms. You know what I mean? Who cares, right? You know? Like I don't have a degree. All right, so go ahead and turn your toes inward. Go ahead and roll it out. All right, rotate them out. And this one is starting to get a little sticky. These things be hurting. Now, just like your calf, if you need more pressure, cross it over, roll it out, flex the toe, point the toe. Woo! All right, let's get in here. Don't mind my faces. This is real. It's real time stuff right here. Oh, okay. Now that we have got the entire backside, now we gotta flip it over like a pancake. Just flip it over like a pancake. Who don't like pancakes? I mean, waffles. You know, you can get a waffle. I like waffles too, but I'm more of a pancake guy. Buttery pancakes. But I've been staying away, okay? All right? This is cut time. This is cut. I'm trying to get lean. Can't be eating pancakes every day, even though I want to. All right, people, this is what we got. Now we're gonna tackle the quads, all right? So we're gonna lay down. Dang, that was pretty loud, I'm sorry. A little echo in this room. So we're gonna lay down here, all right? We go to our elbows, all right? We're gonna roll as far as you can, all right above the knee, and then we're gonna roll all the way up. You can roll comfortably, okay? Okay, everybody can't roll up that far. I don't need to say it. Well, I guess we're all on the same page. Okay? So go ahead and keep going nice and slow. Once again, to take your time. Allow the foam roller to dig into the muscle, all right? Treat it like pizza dough. You ever got a dough of pizza? You know, like the dough, you just smash it up and you get the roller and you're just pushing it out. That's what I like to use to demonstrate for my clients. We're just rolling out some pizza dough right now, okay? And it's gonna hurt. Definitely the quads, because I feel it right now. Now, even in this position here, I like to actually bend my knees sometimes, add more contraction in my quads, and then go up, and then go all the way down, and then release, and do the same thing, and also contract, go all the way up, and then go all the way down. Now, another thing about getting the quads, right? If you don't feel like you're really getting in there, we could do one leg at a time. So go ahead and hike that to the side here, all right? Take your other leg, cock the other leg up. I'm gonna show it better when I flip it, so bear with me. And then we're gonna roll it up. And now I like to do this one, honestly, this is my preference to do one leg at a time, because I could turn more on my hip, all right, to get more on the inside or the outside of my quad, right? I can feel more targeted with this when I do one leg at a time, all right? And if I find a spot that's really tender, that's screaming my attention, I go ahead and sit on it, and I go ahead and bring my heel up and put more pressure, okay? Now, if I go to the other side, this is another demonstration here. So once I got my leg on there, right, what you want to do with your outside leg to help out is you're going to bring it up, and that's going to help you use your elbows to roll it forward and then roll it back, okay? All the way up and then all the way back. Once again, spend about 20 seconds doing this. If you got a spot that really needs some love, just give it more attention, all right? Just like a kid. You see a kid over there crying, they want your attention. Give the kid your attention, all right? Your body is the same way. If it's tight, if it's hurting, it needs attention. Doesn't mean ignore it, because if you ignore it too long, it's gonna come back and get you, and get you. and turn into injuries. And that's what we don't want to do. So if you feel something, spend some time on it. If you ignore it too long, it's going to come back later in life. You know what I'm saying? Drop that mic. All right, so I got the quads. So this is basically my main routine. I do got some couple special ones that I do. Excuse me, I almost burped there. But I like to do this one for my chest. Right? You ever thought about putting the foam roller on the pecs? Definitely after a heavy chest day. It's not fun, but I got something for you, right? So I put the foam roller nice and flat. So besides having it in a very straight angle, I kind of slant it a tiny bit. So if I'm going on my left side, I kind of slant it like this, right? So I want the foam roller in an angle going on my pec because I want to roll in this direction, because this is also the direction how the muscles are formed on my chest. So I want to roll in the direction of the muscle. So I'm coming here, I don't want it here, I want it slightly tilted. Now once I'm in this position here, once it's slightly tilted, I take my hand the side that I'm going to, and I put it right behind my back. And I use my knees to slowly put me down, and my opposite hand to find balance, and I push back and forth. I go all the way down to the bottom of my tip, of my chest, and then all the way up to my shoulder. And I also get a little bit of that shoulder blade right there, and also my delt. It kind of feels good after, because I just did chest. When I go all the way back down, all the way up, and I spend some time in this position. Now, it might look a little weird, people, bear with me, but it gets the job done. And we are here to loosen up and stay injury-free. You know what I'm saying? All right, now flip sides. Pop that, arm behind the back. Let's get in there. All to the top. This is one of my personal favorites. Yes, sir. One of my other bonuses, okay, is getting the inner muscles in your inner thighs, your abductors, okay? Now I use the roller, we go back to that same position. Now, I don't want it to be flat like this. I want to be in line with my body, so I want it straight. I'm gonna hike my leg up, okay? Get a nice bend in this, don't have it all the way down here. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, what you feel is what you feel. I don't know, it might work for you, but I prefer to have it up here, down to my elbows, and I'm going to push my hips left to right and go all the way. I can go inside and then go all the way to the top where my knee meets. Okay, so go back and forth. Just keep rolling that out. Ooh. This is a very sensitive spot, but it needs attention. Definitely mine. Woo. All right, let's switch it. Now this might seem pretty long, people, but once you get the hang of it, you could probably go through this a little faster. If you follow along with me, I hope you enjoy the conversation. As you see, I like to talk a little bit. You know, life is fun. Why not enjoy it? All right, last little bonus here. Bonus number 3 is the shins. It's the shins. Now, I learned this one when I was preparing for my half marathon in 2019, and my shins was getting worn out from running so much, and this released so much tension. It helped so much, right? Ain't the solution, but it will help. So I'm gonna flip this way. I take the roller, right? Your shins is the muscles is right here on the side, okay? So I don't want it right on the bone, all right? I don't want it right on the bone. I want it on the side of my shins. So I'm gonna take this roller and I'm gonna come on top of it, and I'm gonna just tilt to the side just a little bit. And even doing this, sorry, I'm just butt all in the camera, just all in the camera. Let me go to this way. This shit, let me just flip it over. So even here, I'm gonna put all the pressure on the outer side of my shins. I can feel it now, okay? And I'm gonna use my hands and I'm gonna just control my weight of my body on my legs, and I'm gonna roll it all the way up, all the way down, all right? And you can play along with this, and you can find yourself a sweet spot. I rotate my foot out, get the inner side. But for the most part, it's the lateral side that gets me, the outer side, okay? All right, switch it up. Oh, I feel the release already. Oh, man. I just ran a couple days ago too. Ooh, this is nice. This is nice. All right. Here we go, people. If you went through the entire video, I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. Thank you for tuning in with your boy Jad'a, also known as LittlejohnFit. If you guys love the video, please leave a comment, please save it, please share it, okay? And use this. I'm giving out free tools now, and I want you to be better, and I hope this helps you become more active and recover more, and also just, you know, just be great. You know what I'm saying? Just be great. You hear me? I don't know. That's it. Thank you for watching. If you have any personal questions or any videos that you want to see directly for you, go ahead and send me a direct message and I get back with you. Strengthen your mind, strengthen your body, and strengthen your life. I'm out.